Hello everyone, welcome back to another What If story. Today we are going to be covering What If Future Vegeta Survived with part 2 of the series. But before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. It will only motivate me to continue doing more content. But with all that said, let's begin. Time has passed since the last time we saw the future warriors. Vegeta has agreed to train Gohan and Trunks, and Bulma would decide to upgrade the gravity room because Vegeta would suggest that they should train in increased levels of gravity. This would also mean that everyone would be beaten down more, but Vegeta will get an idea, and Vegeta would ask Bulma to create a healing tank like the device the Frieza soldiers had since they don't have senzu beans. That would be the most useful way to heal. Bulma would agree, and after a couple of months, Bulma finishes the healing tank, though this delays her time machine project. Some time will pass and the three Saiyans will get way stronger than in canon. Well, Gohan and Trunks at least, with Vegeta being stronger than both of them, since he will push himself the most in this training. Some more time will pass, and Vegeta would want to test his power against the androids, and he will tell this to Bulma. Are you crazy? Why would you want to try to fight them? It's only been a year since you got back into fighting. Do you really think you are going to win against them? Bulma asks. Yes, I do. We have been living in hell for too long. It is time to end this, Vegeta responds. Bulma would smile at Vegeta, seeing that he is back to his old self. Okay, just promise me that you'll not die. Vegeta would smile back at Bulma. I will try. Bulma would continue. If things get too tough, retreat, even though it might hurt your pride. But I need you to stay alive. Don't worry, I know when to stop fighting, Vegeta says, before he and Bulma have one last night together. Before Vegeta wakes up, it is 5 AM in the morning, and he would get up from his bed and kiss Bulma on the cheek. Before he goes into the bathroom, he picks up a toothbrush and looks at himself in the mirror. Can I really do it? Can I really defeat the androids? Vegeta says to himself, before he closes his eyes, reminding himself of the terrible loss he had against the androids. Vegeta would open his eyes. This time, things will be different, Vegeta says. And a half hour later, Vegeta goes to Trunks' room, where he sees Trunks sleeping, and Gohan is also in the bed. Bye Trunks, I'm doing this for them, Vegeta says to himself, before he gives the sleeping Gohan and Trunks a smile. Before he closes the door, Vegeta will go outside and looks at his hands. Even if he loses, he will make sure that this is not the last battle he participates in. Vegeta will blast off to find the androids, destroying a city. Vegeta will stare down the androids as he tells them, your time of destruction ends here. Oh, Vegeta, you're still alive. That's a surprise. No matter. We will end you today. No. Your lives will come to an end today. If you remember what happened last time, Vegeta, you should know how this battle will play out. You really think I am the same warrior I was before? I have lost my spirit of fight before, but now I feel as good as ever. Then let's see how cocky you are when I beat you. Android 17 will land on the ground, shocked that Vegeta was this strong. Vegeta would tell Android 17 that this is the end, as Vegeta powers up a final Big Bang attack, but Android 18 will stand in the way and would send an attack at the Big Bang attack, and the key struggle will happen. While it happens, a earthquake is happening, and this will wake up Gohan, Trunks, and Bulma. The Earthling woman will know it's Vegeta, and will hope that he will end up okay. Trunks would sense his father's power, and would instinctively power up and rushes to his father's location. Gohan would yell for Trunks to stop as he blasts off after him. Bulma has a bad feeling, but she hopes everything will be okay. She'll stay home away from the action, but she hopes her son, Vegeta, and Gohan will be okay, and finally get rid of the androids, because they are all stronger than they were before. Goku and all of her friends are gone, so hopefully this time the androids will be dealt with. Back on the battlefield, Vegeta and Android 18 will continue their beam struggle until Trunks arrives, as he sends his own Gallic gun at Android 18. Vegeta would turn to see Trunks, and he would yell at Trunks, boy, what do you think you are doing here? I came to help you, fool. You being here is a mistake. I specifically came here alone so I can beat them alone and let you two forget about the androids. That's suicide, father. I will not let you risk your life again, you fool. When this tech counters out, not only will I have to fight the androids, but I will have to protect you also. It's alright, Gohan is here. Why'd you bring Gohan here? An explosion would happen, and Android 18 will rush at Trunks. Vegeta would defend him, and would tell Trunks to get out of here, as he kicks Android 18 away. Gohan will power up into Super Saiyan, and he will go to fight Android 17. and Gohan is stronger than before thanks to the hard training of Vegeta, but Android 17 was still stronger than him. Not as much as before, and they are really close in power, but 17 will overwhelm Gohan, and he will be sent to the ground. Vegeta would see Gohan being overpowered by 17, and will grit his teeth. He not only has to keep his eye on Trunks, but also Gohan. Vegeta would try to figure out what to do as Android 17 gets ready to kill Gohan with an energy blast. "Move, you idiot!" the prince yells as he kicks Trunks away and he rushes at Gohan, who was on the floor. Vegeta would kick Android 17 as the android hits the ground. Vegeta would tell Gohan to leave with Trunks. But speaking of Trunks, Vegeta left Trunks wide open, and Trunks will yell for his father. Vegeta and Gohan will look up to see Android 18 holding Trunks by his neck. Vegeta would grit his teeth as he yells at Gohan to help him. Gohan would nod, as Gohan and Vegeta tries to fire an attack at Android 18. But Android 17 will get in the way and use his barrier to block the attack. Vegeta would grit his teeth, then tell Android 17 to move out of the way. Vegeta would yell, powering up, and this rage Vegeta has gave him a power boost. As he yells Big Bang Attack, Android 17 will power up the barrier again, but the Big Bang Attack will go through it, hitting 17 and doing a lot of damage to him before he falls to the ground. Vegeta would rush at Android 18. The android will see Vegeta and she will kick Trunks in the stomach. She will dodge Vegeta's attack and will blast Trunks. The half-breed will yell as he is hit head on by the attack. Android 17 will laugh, telling his sister good job, but Gohan will punch Android 17 away. But this attack from Android 18 will sadly kill Trunks. The body of the child will land on the ground, and Vegeta would be kicked and he will land right next to the body of his son. Vegeta would look at Trunks, and he will instantly wake up. Hey, get up, Vegeta yells. Stop sleeping, get up this instant. You need to get out of here and go back to your mother. Vegeta will slap Trunks' face multiple times, but Trunks is unresponsive. Oh no, Vegeta says. Android 18 will fly down to the ground and will laugh. What's wrong? Was the attack too much for him? Shut up, Vegeta yells. I guess the other brat should go next. Android 18 continues. I said shut up, Vegeta yells. His aura becomes more intense and electricity surges around his body. Android 18 will be shocked to see this, but she'll continue to laugh. Trunks' body and Android 18's laughs will flood Vegeta's mind, and then Vegeta's mind will flash to Bulma. What would she think of Trunks' death? Vegeta would not be able to look Bulma in the eyes, but he can't imagine how Bulma would feel after she found out her son died. She'll probably blame him. These androids will pay. Vegeta would rush at Android 18 and would smash his hands into the android. Android 18 would be shocked as he feels the pain from Vegeta's attack. Vegeta would then look at Gohan and Android 17. Before he blasts Android 17, Gohan will look up at Vegeta and will be shocked. Vegeta is in a new form, Super Saiyan 2. Vegeta will tell Gohan to go back to Capsule Corp and don't tell Bulma about what happened. Gohan will be hesitant, but Vegeta would yell at Gohan to do so, and Gohan would agree. As he rushes to Capsule Corp, Vegeta would then look at the androids. As Android 17 flies up to Android 18, Vegeta would tell the androids that this is their end before he rushes at them and he begins to battle. Vegeta will toss around the androids, wanting them to feel just pain. And they do feel the pain when Vegeta lands blows on them. The androids will try to overpower Vegeta with their combination attacks, but Vegeta would be too strong for them, and Vegeta's aura alone pushes them back. Vegeta will shoot Ki Blast from its mouth at Android 18, and this attack will engulf the android, and she will die from the impact of the attack. Android 17 will be shocked to see this, but Vegeta will kick Android 17 away. The android will jump back before rushing at Vegeta, but the Saiyan will dodge the attack of the android. The android will try to hit Vegeta with multiple punches, but the Saiyan will dodge out of the way of all the android attacks. Before he punches the android in the face, the android will crash to the ground, and Vegeta will slowly walk up to 17. The android will yell for him to stay back as he launches an attack at the Saiyan, but the Saiyan will tank the attack and continue to walk up to Android 17. The android will feel fear as he steps back. Vegeta will look at 17, and the attack will hit Android 17 as he is hit to a city building. 17 will struggle to get up, and Vegeta will continue to walk to Android 17. The android will fly in the air, and he will yell. If he can't kill Vegeta, then he will take Vegeta out with him. Android 17 will begin to glow, activating his bomb in his body before he rushes at Vegeta. The Saiyan will power up the Big Bang attack as the attack clashes with Android 17. The two would yell, trying to overpower the other before an explosion occurs, and the Saiyan is pushed back. When the smoke clears, Vegeta is on the ground, with his back to a building, and Vegeta will be back in base, but Android 17 is gone. Vegeta did it. He defeated the androids. Vegeta will weakly laugh, but Vegeta knows that this is not a win, because this victory costed his son, who he barely took care of. Back at Capsule Corp, Gohan will return on his own. Bulma would actually happen, but Gohan won't be able to look at Bulma, knowing he let her own son die, and now he doesn't even know what happened to her husband. Back to Vegeta, he doesn't return home. He couldn't return home. He doesn't want to see his wife in a hurt state. Vegeta does stay close to Capsule Corp, but he hides his power and makes sure no one sees him. Vegeta would be the protector of the planet from afar. No one would even see him fight. Bulma and Gohan would just think there won't be any threats after the android's death. But what Vegeta doesn't know is that Bulma is creating a time machine, and she tells Gohan about it, and Gohan tells Bulma he will go back in time and make sure none of this never happens. But that is where we are going to leave it off for right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more content. And if you ever want to vote done by me, if anything isn't clear in the video and you need explanation, or I just messed up on the story of Dragon Ball, then leave a comment down below. But with all that said, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya, and until we meet again.